Welcome to Fondy Famous. I'm your host, Kelly Northley with eXp Realty. Today I am here with Zach and Samantha over at Legacy Lab, and they are going to tell us a little bit about how they got here and how they started this gym.
Hi, so I'm Zach, and basically I'm a Fond du Lac native, and I started lifting here at the YMCA actually. And then I went off to the Marine Corps, I went off to school, and then I came back and I said, wow, the YMCA is still really the only thing here. And I just wanted to provide another spot where we could get some better equipment and some 24/7 access, and really let people pursue performance.
Okay. So what got you into lifting and kind of brought you here before you opened up the gym?
So what got me into lifting, no huge surprise, was I was in high school and I wanted to look better for girls, and you know, that's not a huge surprise for a high school boy. And then obviously that pursuit of fitness continued on, and the fire burned brighter in the Marine Corps, and I started training other people, which only helped, one, my knowledge and my passion. And then from there started competitive powerlifting and won a couple of competitions and had a lot of fun with that. COVID hit, unfortunately, and kind of screwed a lot of things up, but during that time I decided to switch into bodybuilding. It's just, I think, a lot of fun. And then when I got here, I said, wow, there's a lot of equipment that we could really use for bodybuilders, and I know there's other people out there like me that want to really, you know, change their physique or lift some heavy weight. You know, this place is for both strength athletes, bodybuilders, or for anyone who's just really trying to work hard and better themselves. And so I wanted to create a sanctuary for those people.
Okay. And so you offer this gym to not only just like people who are trying to do like bodybuilding and things, but normal people who kind of are clueless and where to start and how to get into that, correct?
Yes, absolutely. So the equipment here is for all levels, right? So really, if you're a meathead or a power lifter, you know, come on in, all the equipment is here. But if you are newer and don't know what you're doing just yet, this equipment we still have the standard equipment that we start with, as well as training expertise from myself to get you started and learning on the right path. And eventually, you know, every piece in here will be in your repertoire. So that's a big piece of it, is the learning and, you know, making it a lifelong thing.
Okay. So what do you do with people when they come in and they don't know what to do? Do you do personal training with them, or do you kind of like guide them through the gym and how they can use it?
Yeah, so if they have, let's say you have no knowledge, I am more than happy to go through every piece of equipment in this gym. You know, you paid for the membership, so I will show you how to use every piece in here. Now that being said, I will show the basic uses. Sometimes there are a lot of different uses for each piece, but we'll start with the basic stuff. If you have a little bit of usage, you know, I show you the specialty machines. The specialty machines I also post up on my Instagram, just because most people haven't seen them or had the ability to see them, being in Fond du Lac, because you got to go to Milwaukee or Madison to find those pieces. And so that's always up on the Instagram. And then if you want to go the full-on personal training route and provide some accountability as well as teaching technique in exercises, we can definitely do that as well. I do offer that.
Okay.
So it's totally a la carte to whatever level you're at. Or if you know all the exercises and you want just a program to run that's going to get you to your goal, we can definitely do that too.
Okay. And what do you guys all offer here? So there's so many different things, but what are a few highlights of the things that you've got?
Oh goodness. Some of my favorite things in here. One, I like that the dumbbells go up to 150, so plenty of room to grow. The competition rack has both a bench and a squat area. So powerlifters, it's an official Elite FTS rack. And then I like the seal row that lets you get all the way parallel to the floor and really can isolate your back. Big backs equal big lifts. So work your backs, people. And then that whole other side, ooh man. Yeah, the Hacks Power Squat combo, I really like that as well. You can get a lot of depth on that very comfortably. And I guess maybe the one other one is the belt squat. The belt squat is a lot of fun, so many different uses. I have a couple of them posted up on the social media, but it's very safe. A really great tool for advanced lifters and also very safe for beginners.
Okay.
So that might be, yeah, that's definitely another favorite piece.
Okay. And do you do like all of the before and afters and track progress and do the measurements? Do you guys do that, or they're able to do that themselves?
As far as posting progress pics, I let them do that. Everything, when you do a training program with me, everything is tracked, right? Because not only is that how we look and see how do we need to change things to make the program better, but also it lets you see that you are indeed making progress, right? So it lets me do kind of continuous evaluation and see how you're going, but also it lets you see, hey, I can see that the weights are getting bigger. What you see in the mirror is totally, how you feel and if you're happy.
Right.
So I don't post those up. That being said, if you post something up on your Instagram and tag Legacy, I will always reshare it, right? I am proud of every single member in here. Or even if you just come in for a day pass, people that train hard, super proud of you.
Yeah. Okay. What kind of programs do you guys participate in?
We participate in bodybuilding programs.
Okay.
So I used to powerlift, probably 5 years worth of powerlifting, and then after I had my daughter, we switched to bodybuilding just because I can't spend that same amount of time powerlifting. Powerlifting takes an hour just alone to focus on that lift, and then it's another hour or two on just accessories. With bodybuilding, you come in and you can still push the weight. We don't just sit here for 2 hours. I do, but you don't have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then outside of the gym, do you guys do like a lot of meal prep and things like that too? Yeah.
Yes. We try to dedicate one day to meal prepping everything. That has turned into 2 days with just the sheer amount of food.
Plus for a kid, right?
Plus for a child, yeah. Yeah, she's willing to eat that. And, obviously she has snacks and stuff in the house, which does make our lives a little bit more difficult when you're trying to cut calories.
Right.
Because I tell you what, those Gerber cookies are good.
Yeah.
Those puffs, I tell you
And
what.
like the amount of berries that kids eat, like no one prepared me for that.
Daughter loves clementines.
Okay.
She peels them herself. Peels them herself, eats them herself.
Yep.
You just have to be there to get the peels, because if not, they're all.
Oh, all over. You get to find them later. We have the same thing with ours.
Oh my God. Yes. Blueberry. She's going to break the bank just on blueberries and strawberries.
The amount
easily.
of berries that we buy is insane.
Yeah.
Good though.
But-
Yeah. Okay. So you guys paired the meal prepping, and then you come in, you go to the gym. How much time do you think that you spend working out personally?
For me,
Yeah.
usually like on a day,
Sure.
usually my workouts are about 2 hours long.
Okay.
Now that being said, I'm also about 200 and, well, right now I'm about 240 pounds.
Okay.
I just came down a little bit. So the amount of time that I need to spend versus someone else is not going to be comparable. And each person is going to be totally different, right? Now that being said, yeah, for me it is 2 hours. For her, it's usually,
I can get out of here in like an hour and 30 minutes, but I usually am here way too
Couple of-
long.
yeah.
Way too long.
Some of that has to do with talking and I guess some of mine is I always, I talk to members and things like that. There's almost always somebody in here that I'm training. And so, if somebody needs something, I always take a break from my workout to go talk to them. And so that does sometimes make it a little longer. And so I adjust my intra workout supplements accordingly. And then, but yeah, about 2 hours for me.
Okay.
I think most people can get away with about an hour or less realistically.
Yeah.
And you can definitely achieve a great physique in an hour or less. Jay Cutler, Olympian, his workouts always, he said it took him 40 to 60 minutes a day.
Okay.
So, yeah, so you can do it. Yeah. what I grow from is a little bit longer.
Right. Yep. And you said that there are some peak times that you guys have people here, right? Like the 4 a.m. and the 4 p.m. time slots a little bit.
Yeah. About 4 in the morning till 6, there is a group. They're pretty consistent. They all know each other. Same thing with about 4 to 7 in the evening.
Okay.
That'd be the quote unquote busy time. Last tour I gave during a busy time, I told them it was a busy time, and they were like, that's not even that busy.
Yeah.
Saturdays and Sundays, people pretty much evenly disperse themselves out, which is great. But it's not overly packed,
Right.
ever.
Which is something you see a lot of elsewhere.
Right, and I am going to keep that. If it starts getting too packed, I will cap membership, just because you're paying to come here. I want your experience to be great, and once we cap membership, then it's like, we start looking for a bigger sized gym to accommodate more people, right?
And you seem to have a good atmosphere here. You guys were talking about how everyone kind of gets along. They're pretty respectful. They give you your space.
Yeah,
help you
so
out.
it's not, it's not a gigantic facility. So people are in, you're not face to face. But you are closer than say you would be at, well, I guess with how packed Planet gets, it's pretty much neck and neck. But everybody gets along with everybody. Everybody is super nice. They all want to work, come in, put their head down, work, but they'll also talk to you and, hey, are you done with that? Are you, do you need a spot? Everybody is very kind.
Yeah.
So.
But do they wipe the equipment afterwards?
They
Now
do.
that even their
They
sweat
do.
stains?
Yes. I provide lots of that. I refill those often. So, which I'm like, man, I got to refill these again. But I'm also
That's
like,
good.
hey, thank you. And so.
That's the worst when you
Yes.
go and you're like trying to get on a piece of
sweaty.
equipment. Yes.
Yes.
Like the outline of their butt or something.
Yes.
Like, oh, wonderful. Let me
Yes.
just get that for you.
Yeah. No, none of that.
And we clean a whole lot too, so even
Yeah.
if we didn't clean up,
Yep.
there's at least 2-3 times a week that we're in here wiping down or mopping
Yep.
or
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, and clean. That is another thing. So I just want to create a very safe and quality environment that people want to come to.
What do you think your favorite part about owning a gym is? Other than that you get to work
That
out all
it's
the
a free
time.
gym.
Yeah, it is. That's girl math right there.
Free, yes.
You're like, is it?
And my favorite part. My favorite part about owning a gym is getting to do what I love.
Yep.
So I guess if that's another thing that comes with the cleanliness and the quality is like, if you're wondering if the owner cares about what's going on in here, he does. He loves it here. He loves that I live this. So I want it to be a great environment for everybody, but also myself.
Right.
So it's like, I care about what's going on in here. If equipment isn't functioning the way it should be, I'm like, no. So getting to do what I love every day is my favorite part. What is your favorite part?
The free gym.
The free gym. Just like, no. I've made a lot of really good friends, I think, just in this community because I feel like one, as a mom, it's hard to make friends, but two, finding people that share the same interests can be hard.
Yep.
I'm almost 30, so it's like you have to find mom friends and friends that like what you do at the same time. So you just find a lot of strong females that want to do what you want to do. So we have a really good community of women in here.
Okay.
That's been my favorite part.
Yeah. And you said that it's really comfortable on
Yeah.
that level too.
Yeah.
That was something you
Yeah.
wanted to mention.
Yeah, we're really all welcoming. We want you to come in here and just feel good about yourself. And I feel like that's sometimes hard as a woman to walk into a gym and feel good when you're looking
Right.
at everybody else. But we're all going through the same thing, whether we're bulking, we're cutting. Sometimes we're fluffy, sometimes we're not. Sometimes we think we look good and sometimes we don't. But we're always gonna make you feel like you look good.
Right.
Even if you don't think you do, I probably think you look great. So I love that, yeah.
Yep. Just rooting for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think the most challenging thing has been?
Most challenging thing, getting the equipment through those doors.
Okay.
So all the equipment was brought in by myself and helpers. And so they understand the struggle as well. But getting the equipment through the doors was a challenge. And then I guess day-to-day operation-wise challenge. Oh man, the locking system. Making sure the lock is good, right?
Okay.
So it's a 24/7 lock.
Yep.
I've had a couple that worked just fine, but they weren't up to fire code or building code.
Okay.
So
the locks weren't?
the lock,
So we just didn't.
when they were magnetic locks, there's very specific rules about things, and without getting into it, it was not approved. The lock worked fine. You can ask the members, the lock worked fine. But it was not approved, and so getting that lock to work and then
Putting all the
Fun.
members back into the system.
but yeah, getting all the members back into the system as well. So that's kind of the most difficult thing is the, and then I guess getting the word out, right? So we are kind of hidden, we're hidden back away a little bit, like we are on the Main Street area, but we are hidden back a little bit. And you know, I don't like to keep it, because people are in here, right? I said there's no dress code in here, right? So, and people want to feel empowered in the gym, guys and gals. And so they don't want the windows constantly open for people peering in. So, you know, I keep the windows shut there.
You don't want to put the squat rack right there? Maybe that'll bring some
No, I mean, Lipe squats right there. I think he purposely opens the windows when he does that, honestly. And he should. He squats a lot of weight. So, but, you know, it's kind of hidden away. And then, you know, getting anything changed up there as far as signage is always a fun task. So, I got the stickers up there, and I try to spread the word out as much on social media as well. And, word of mouth, but getting the word out is a tough thing.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. I think that's a lot with Fond du Lac, though. There's so many things here in town that we offer, but not a lot of people know about them. So it's like finding those niches and then talking about them and getting them out. So
for sure. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well, you can tell that you guys really enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not work if you love what you do,
That's for sure.
right? Does your daughter get to come and hang out too
She will
sometimes?
come and hang out, but she is overly friendly.
Okay.
So everybody's phone is her
Oh.
phone, but then it's also mom's phone.
Gotcha.
So she has to bring it to mom. And if mom brings it back, oh no, it's mommy's phone.
Gotcha.
She's like, she does like, and you're almost like concerned for her sometimes because we have people are moving big weight, and you're like,
Yep.
oh no. So we don't bring her in a whole lot. But on
Right.
the weekend she comes
Hangs out.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We watch her closely, but she's our little gym mascot. So, yeah, she's great.
Little mascot.
She's great.
Get her a little pose, little muscles
Yeah.
up.
Perfect squat. She's super strong, despite, I mean,
She does like she tries to lift up the dumbbells or anything, or like a
Yes.
5-pound plate. She can definitely pick up, but she will. Like if you put a dumbbell flat on the floor, she goes over to it. She's like, okay, I got this.
Isn't it so fun to see how they pick that up? My husband and I will work out in our basement and we'll do some things, and my son or my daughter will come up and like try and do the same
Yeah.
things, and it's pretty cute to see. It's fun.
yeah.
So, was there anything else that you guys want to add about the gym or anything you can tell us?
Everybody is welcome, from, stereotypical meatheads to people looking to get back into shape, or people that have never been in here. We offer a wide variety of help, as well as, top tier and a large variety of equipment. So, whether you're beginner or advanced, you're welcome, and you're gonna get a good lift in. You're gonna be able to achieve your goals, and we're all rooting for you in here. So don't feel self-conscious.
And it's nice to have like a resource of people who know what they're doing, whereas if you go to a different gym, they don't necessarily, right? We're all kind of clueless a little bit. Some of us on my end of the spectrum, right? But when you can ask people and have that resource, it makes a huge difference.
We
So,
actually do want to help.
yeah.
That's the best part. Like we're not gonna be like, oh no, I'm busy. I'm like, oh,
Right.
let me help you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like stingy, I guess that's the word, as a trainer.
Yep.
I probably give out too much as far as that goes. I like to help people. I want to see them succeed. So that's just us.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for
Thank
doing this
you.
with me.
Yeah.
And
Of
Of course,
sharing
thank
about your
you.
gym.
Thank you very much.
So.